So when companies contemplate billing their customers on a recurring or subscription basis, they have a lot of options in terms of how they can go about doing that. And today, those options tend to include typically a build versus buy decision. And then in the buy decision, there are a variety of options in terms of sizes, shapes, and flavors of subscription billing service providers out there. But in terms of owning and operating infrastructure that you've built yourself in-house, you definitely have to be aware that it's the corner case, sort of edge case scenarios that customers will put you through, and they will discover that end up creating a ton of operational overhead to manage. So subscription billing service providers in general tend to do a much better job of managing those corner cases on your behalf so that you don't get mired in the grind of basically unwinding errors and trying to sleuth out what just happened from a billing perspective. In terms of comparing billing service providers, I would suggest you have to work with a PCI Level 1 compliant vendor. It has to be easy to use because customers, again, will do crazy things, and to be able to manage upgrades and downgrades and credit card errors and invoice run dates and billing cycle changes and all of these things that come up, you have to have an interface and an application that you're comfortable with. And I would go as far as to say that you really need to sit down and evaluate the various vendors out there, because some vendors are incredibly complex and require, frankly, a lot of training to staff someone who is specially trained to manage your billing system versus others. Recurly is designed with user experience in mind, and so we designed our system to require no training, and you can drop someone in that is entering your organization on the first day in front of an interface and they can figure it out. And that's the kind of operational efficiencies that you should be looking to gain from a billing system. The other piece is billing systems can provide a great deal of visibility into how well your business is performing from a reporting standpoint. So you should always understand your cohort analysis, your customer churn and retention reports, and ultimately lifetime value reports, because when you're making changes to either your pricing, positioning, it might be a channel-specific promotion, it might be couponing, for example, you should always know whether you are harming or hurting yourself from a lifetime value standpoint. And so your billing system should really function as a competitive advantage for your business.